Good evening, Southeast Texas. We're going to take an in-depth look at our forecast and, of course, Central Texas in just a second over the next 15 minutes. If you have a question, go ahead and text us. First off, let's take a look at the flooding over towards Kerrville. Now, this is at the top of the Guadalupe River, and as you can see, just catastrophic flooding. This does happen and has happened before many times in the river's history. I believe the last time was 2020. They had historic flooding along the Guadalupe River. Doesn't make it any easier when you're dealing with kids and having to rescue them. And certainly our heartfelt condolences and certainly our prayers for those that we're still looking for right now. But just this flooding happened very quickly, and modeling did not do a good job of forecasting this. Regardless, as you can see, things are coming down, at least at Kerrville right there, where the waters were very high. The waters rose, I believe, 35 feet at Comfort, which is about halfway down the Guadalupe River, rose to about 35 feet in the matter of about 2 hours. Just incredibly wall of water, basically, as it moved down the Guadalupe River. And let's take a look at some of the rescuing that occurred in and around, I believe, Comfort. Again, all this water that fell over towards Kerrville rushed down the river, and it caught many people unprepared for this kind of catastrophic flooding. And that's why they're having to do so many rescues this morning and this afternoon. Right now, as we take a look at current radar, it is starting to improve, but as we take a review of the radar loop, you can see very easily a spin in the atmosphere. First off, we got the training, and then you can see a spin right there. That is an upper level disturbance, and I believe that, coupled with the very deep tropical moisture, may be coming in from the Gulf, from Berry, at least some remnants. We think that that's the potential of what happened this morning. Regardless, it was 18 to 24 hours of solid rain from Kerrville back up towards San Angelo, Brady, Center Point, and also towards Austin and also Canyon Lake. Very heavy rain fell over towards Kerrville, and that's obviously moved down the Guadalupe River. This is the upper level disturbance. It is going to dive on off to the south and east, but it is taking with it the rain that has fallen along the Guadalupe. There's still flood warnings from Kerrville along the Guadalupe all the way to Canyon Lake. And as you can see, this black area, if you look at the scale, is roughly around 14 inches. Fell all last night and this morning, and that water rushed down the river. As I said, near Comfort right there, the water went from about 2 to 3 foot at the gauge all the way up to 35 feet in the matter of about 2 hours as that water rushed down the Guadalupe River. Now, again, as I said, this has happened before. I believe it was 2020 was the last one, if I remember correctly. But look what happened on the other side of Junction, in excess of 14, 15 inches between Brady and Junction, all into Central Texas, obviously west of San Marcos and west of Austin. The heaviest rains over towards Kerrville, Bandera, and Center Point in through Central Texas. Obviously, flood warnings still persist. Flood watches and flood warnings over towards just west of Kingsland. I'm not quite familiar. That's along a river there, but it's mainly the Guadalupe River there that is the loss of life, and the people that were having to be rescued occurred. Right now in Southeast Texas, obviously things are quiet. We are watching some rain on radar at this present time. And let's see, one question we just got: what causes flash flooding? Well, flash flooding basically is too much too soon. And that's what happened over into Central Texas. Rain coming down over there in Port Arthur and also over towards Jasper. Yeah, light rain. We do think things are going to improve this evening, so hold up on the fireworks. Otherwise, as we take a look at the weather headlines, a slight chance. We think that things are going to wind down towards 8, 9 o'clock tonight for fireworks. Otherwise, low chances are expected this weekend, and then improving chances as we head towards, say, Tuesday of next week. Then it's hotter and drier late next week. So this evening here in Beaumont, we'll go with the 10, maybe 20% coverage at 9 p.m. in Beaumont. Low 80s for your firecracker forecast under mostly cloudy skies. Good luck to you. Play safe and enjoy. Tomorrow, if you're headed up to Rayburn, looking at partly sunny skies, should be in the lower 90s that way with a light south wind. So pretty good fishing forecast on Rayburn. Right now, the heaviest activity is over towards Tyler County. That is moving on off towards the south and east. So we've got maybe an hour or two of this to work through as this will continue to head off to the southeast. Heaviest activity, which is not heavy, it's moderate rain with some thunder and lightnings to Zavala, Cominil, and north of Dam B. Little moderate rainfall over towards Woodville and west of there, over towards the west side of the county. And very little over towards Jasper, inland southeast Texas, I should say, off towards northwest Hardin County, looking at light to moderate rainfall. Some sprinkles, Silsbee, back over towards Lumberton, and over towards southeastern sections of Newton County. Then off towards the Triangle, some sprinkles in mid-county right now, back over towards West Jefferson County. So again, as you saw, the heaviest rainfall, which is again not terribly heavy, it's moderate rain up towards northern sections of Tyler County. Again, like last night, we think that this will slowly wind down as we head towards later tonight. And as you can see across the state, it's all about that area of low pressure in the upper levels across central Texas right now. But as you can see, things are improving across central Texas right now as the rains are subsiding. Regardless, the flood warnings persist over that way. And as you can see, the rain's arcing from, well, we'll call it Dallas-Fort Worth along 45 over towards northern Tyler County. Today, we've got lots of moisture in the atmosphere, hence the showers, the clouds right there. Look at the scale. We went up to yellow today. Look what happens tomorrow. Look how the scale goes down. Let's see. There we go. Look how the amounts of moisture in the atmosphere go down. So that means lower chances for rain, we think. So we go here to about right here. Then as we head towards Monday, Tuesday, we go back up the scale, and that means better rain chances on Tuesday. We think it's going to be fairly low on Thursday, and I just am not buying what I'm seeing on Friday. We will go with low chances Thursday and Friday as high pressure, drier air filters on in. So this moisture on Friday, yeah, it's at moderate levels, but the thing is that it's going to be pushed way down into the lowest level of the atmosphere. So that's kind of what we're looking forward to as far as over the next 7 days. So taking a look at Futurecast, doing pretty good job. A little heavier activity over towards Tyler County, so it's not far off. But look how it winds down certainly by 9, 10 o'clock tonight. So that's what we're looking at. And then for tomorrow morning, should see lows in the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow, the first half of the day should be dry. We think that during the afternoon hours, we'll see partly sunny skies unfold and hit the convection temperature, and that will start the chance of about a 20% coverage. You can see not a lot, 20, maybe 30% coverage up in the lakes area coming up tomorrow. So it looks like a low rain chances for southeast Texas tomorrow. And I would not certainly cancel any plans if you have them for this weekend. Otherwise, it looks like high temperatures should be into the lower 90s, we think, coming up tomorrow. So there's the disturbance. Look at all the moisture. That's going to be headed south. Tomorrow we get a little drying, particularly here in the Triangle, a little better chance of rain up in the lakes area. Yeah, it's micro scale. It's that way. Then maybe a little drying on Sunday. Not very impressive as far as the moisture levels. We'll also be watching, again, that inverted trough, that upper level trough of low pressure moving through the Gulf, heading towards South Texas as we head towards Monday. And then by Tuesday, we'll be back on the backside of it. So that will drag in higher moisture, more conducive winds to help produce us a better chance of shower and thunderstorm activity. Looks like about a 30 to 40% coverage. Again, this is moisture. We track moisture. This is not a precipitation map. This is in the mid-levels of the atmosphere at 10,000 feet. That's a sweet spot for producing shower and thunderstorm activity. You have to have that moist to produce showers and thunderstorms. If you're at 5,000 feet or lower as far as moisture, it's kind of hard to make showers and storms. So 10,000 feet is the magic spot for producing showers and thunderstorms. So they're looking at this one layer, and that helps us track the potential for rainfall. Then, as we head towards Tuesday, again, I said that's probably going to be our best chance of shower and thunderstorm activity. We'll be watching higher pressure build into our area as we work on into, say, Thursday and Friday. Look at all the dry air at 10,000 feet. mid-levels. Looks like it's going to be hard to produce rain coming up as we work towards, say, Thursday and Friday. So rain chances will only go with a 10% coverage at this point, barring any surprises. And most of the activity, shower and thunderstorm activity, should be off towards our east. In the tropics, trying to get those numbers for the season, huh? Okay, this is number 3, and it is expected to become Chantal as it heads towards South Carolina, coming up as we head towards Saturday night and Sunday with winds of 40 miles an hour. So minimal tropical storm, well off towards our east. Don't expect anything over the next 7 days in the Gulf. I think we're fine as far as the tropics go. Otherwise, in your coastal marine forecast, looking at pretty good boating weather conditions. Make sure you are using sunscreen and life preservers. Again, flat seas tomorrow on the Gulf, near shore waters. Southwest winds at 5 to 10 knots. Water temperature at 91 degrees. High tides tomorrow at Sabine Pass at 1:42 a.m. and 10:12 a.m. Our forecast tonight, 20 to 30% coverage through about 8, 9 o'clock this evening. Then that will be winding down. We'll see clouds decrease across the area as winds go calm. Mid-70s in the lakes, mid to upper 70s in the triangle. Then for tomorrow, we'll go with about a 20% coverage of primarily afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity. It's not going to be widespread. Highs will be in the lower 90s. Light south winds are expected across southeast Texas. Heat indices will likely run between 99 and 102. So rain chances still very low on Sunday. The weekend should be good. Monday, we'll go with a 20% coverage. Tuesday will be the best chance of shower and thunderstorm activity, we think, as that trough moves past us into South Texas. We get a south flow and the best moisture in the atmosphere. So Tuesday's the day. Then rain chances go down as we head towards Thursday and Friday. Drier air filters on in. We'll see high pressure build in, and that may mean even the mid-90s here in the triangle. So back to hot and dry for the most part Thursday and Friday across southeast Texas. So as we review radar, again, the heaviest activity is up towards Tyler County and moderate rain there. Very little over towards the triangle. Just some sprinkles there on radar and back over towards southwest Jefferson County. Otherwise, as we take a look at that 7-day forecast, let's review. And it looks like our weekend forecast is going to be pretty decent across southeast Texas with about a 10 to 20% coverage of showers and thunderstorms across our area. Tuesday will be the day for our best shower and thunderstorm activity as a trough of low pressure moves across South Texas, and that will drag in higher moisture levels and also our best chances of rain and thunderstorm activity as we work on into next week. Otherwise, it's back to hot, dusty, and dry as we work on into Thursday and Friday of next week. Got a little trigger happy. Otherwise, we are looking at Central Texas once again, a review, just a catastrophic, I may save this radar loop. You know, this reminds me of what happened in North Carolina with Hurricane Helene. Again, you get any topography. What is topography? Hills. We're flat in southeast Texas. You know what Central Texas is? Hill country. You get any topography and you get 12 to 15 inches of rainfall, and you know what can happen. That's exactly what happened with Helene over in North Carolina. And again, they had 12, 18, nearly 20 hours of solid rain in and around Kerrville. Otherwise, that disturbance is headed south, and it's basically along the Guadalupe River where the flood warnings persist. Otherwise, looking at our forecast, improving weather coming up tonight, and we do think that